Dámy a pánové, za malý okamžik přivítáme na ploše týmy, které se střetnou v zápase o třetí místo na 28. ročníku memoriálu Alešeho Hřebeského. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we will welcome and introduce teams who will match in the bronze medal game of the 28th annual of the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. Dámy a pánové, jako hostující tým Glasgow Clydesiders, guest team Glasgow Clydesiders, number 5 Cameron Simpson, number 7 Steven Toporovsky, number 8 Stefan Koch, number 9 Zach Milne, number 10 Thomas Moffat, number 11 Chris Foren, number 12 Adam Vejvoda, number 14 Brian Wittmer, number 17 John Swan, number 18 Robert York, number 24 Connor White, number 27 JJ Milne, number 28 Eric Wittmer, number 30 Pat Mellows, number 43 Leighton Gibson, number 44 Dylan Cowman, number 48 Marshall Gibson, number 66 Petr George, number 68 Kaiman Diabo, number 83 Kobe Lahash, number 88 Tommy Constanza, number 91 Chris Sokolowski. Glasgow Clydesiders. Against them, technical home team in this game, Turku Titans. Please welcome number 2 Jonas Martin, number 3 Axel Rantanen, number 4 Tuomas Tilkanen, number 8 Risto Suomdanska, number 9 Jarno Aaltonen, number 11 Henrik Harala, number 16 Rasmus Tenho, number 29 Antti Laakonen, number 33 Anssi Kaisalmi, number 44 Riku Jokela, number 50 Roope Jokela, number 52 Severi Koskinen, number 61 Robert Raitila, number 71 Markus Matila, number 77 Alti Hitiainen, number 81 Joakim Lavati, number 91 Kimi Aho, number 92 Jimmy Viren. Turku Titans. Dámy a pánové, budou následovat hymny Skotska a Finska. Ladies and gentlemen, now the national anthems of Scotland and Finland will follow. Please stand up and remember your heads.
Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the AHM 2023. I am Stephen Stamp, joined by Garrett Gosshorn. We are up to the bronze medal game. This should be a dandy. The Turku Titans wearing their double red against the Glasgow Clydesiders with custodian Willie on the front of the jerseys. You see Brian Whitmer proudly sporting that Scottish mug.
And they had him on the jerseys before, and then they had taken him off, retired him for a few years, and now he's back, and here they are fighting for bronze with it on the front of their jersey.
Turku last year had their best ever finish at the Aleš Hřebeský, third place. They're looking to even that. The Clydesiders won the tournament 2 years ago and lost last year 4 years ago, but 2 tournaments ago. 2019 they won. Last year lost in the final to LC Custodes, who will be playing the Nova Scotia Privateers in the championship game in approximately 45 minutes. Right now, Stephen Toporowski with the first shot on net is turned aside by Riku Jokela, who is a late fill-in for this club. They had Laurie Usitalo, their longtime national team goalie, scheduled to come. He was sick. Luckily, Riku Jokela had not gone to Canada yet, where he will be going and playing for the North Shore Indians in the West Coast Senior B League, so he was available to come with them. Those were the 2 goalies in 2019 at Langley.
Good timing for that, huh?
Yep. They were the 2 last year, were they not, in Hanover at the Europeans?
They were.
There you go.
And they both had pretty incredible tournaments that
Shot
entire
from,
week.
yeah, Costanza's shot doesn't get through. Comes out to Cayman Diabo and a fresh 30 for the Clydesiders. Clydesiders is a bit longer bench. Turku does have a few more players than they've had in the past. They tend to be a little short on numbers. Penalty coming to the Titans. Behind the back pass from Costanza. Peter G looking out, gets it to Diabo. Backdoor attempt, gets past Leighton Gibson. Then Marshall Gibson out top. Everybody contributing here. That is a touch, so it's not going to be. Oh, they
No
are
way.
not a reset.
Oh my goodness.
That
That was 4 inches from being a
Could have been.
self-scored goal off the post, full field into the open net.
You don't see a lot of own goals, and that counts, right? If it goes off the post and down in while you've got the goalie pulled,
Oh yeah.
the extra attacker.
Ball goes across the line, why wouldn't it?
There are some circumstances.
Well, maybe because it's a delayed penalty. That
Yeah,
might
that's what I'm wondering with the
wave
delay.
off,
I can't
but
remember. Have to check on that. They are going to call illegal substitution on Turku, so that will be served by their in-home Anssi Kaselmi. Then they'll send Tuomas Tilkinen down low, along with, I believe, Harala. And they're going to have Marcus Matla and Severi Koskinen will be the high defenders on the penalty kill. Clydesiders go strong left with Leighton Gibson at the top. That's Thomas Moffat. He got it back from Marshall Gibson. Here's Cameron Simpson. Took it from Cayman Diabo. Simpson thinking about shooting. Diabo. Leighton Gibson to Marshall behind the back. Here's Simpson. Back behind the net attempt. Got away from Moffat. Does come out to Marshall Gibson. Leighton's thinking about a shot.
they got to get one off here, and they do.
Diabo fires and misses, and that will be a 30-second violation, and the Titans are going to be able to kill the rest of this penalty if they can just hang on to the ball. Robert Reitala directing traffic, going to Jarno Altinen, the big man.
Yeah, good luck getting the ball from him.
Yeah.
I've tried and failed on several occasions.
I like speaking to Jarno because he's my size. It's handy.
Two people in the whole world, basically, right?
I've
About that
met some
size.
other people my size. Tyson Rowe
Okay.
is actually 6'10". He's actually taller than me. I think
Goodness
Jarno
gracious.
might be a little bit as well. I don't know. That
Well,
shot off the mark, but the penalty does expire. Here comes Glasgow the other way.
0 for 1 on the power play so far. And they had a couple good looks, but they weren't able to really get the look that they were hoping for.
Peter G on the wing. Stephen Toporowski was
What's he
setting
wearing?
up on top. I don't know. I was just wondering about that. It's like
A mask?
some
of
kind of
some
mask
sort?
underneath.
I've never seen him
Oh,
wear
it's-
anything like that.
Me neither. Big hit.
Another one.
Severi Koskinen gets through and a little pick from Jokela. Toporowski runs through. It almost looks like it's not coming up his neck. So it's, I don't know. It's kind of spooky.
A little menacing.
Yeah.
You don't really want Topper running at you full speed in something like that either.
No.
Stuff of
Oh, a
nightmares.
shot for the corner from Reitala. Nice save by Pat Mallow. starting between the pipes for the Clydesiders. Cam Simpson trying to roll off the tilted in check. Up to Marshall Gibson. Moffat's the 5th attacker, just getting in there for the Clydesiders. He tries to take the pass on top of the crease. Diabo gets it. Oh no, Diabo didn't have it. He was just faking. It worked. He had me going.
Yeah, I looked down actually for a quick second, and I also was faked out by that. I thought a second ball had been thrown on from the crowd.
Little outlet pass. Ropa Jokela. Really been the straw that stirs the drink for this offense. Robert Reitela, who comes in with 7 goals, been their top goal scorer. Jokela with 4 goals, 4 assists, and really facilitating most of what happens for the Titans. Turned over.
First pass through the crease went to him, so that it will be a turnover.
Milne leaves it there. Here's Toporowski. It does go, it looks like it goes around the back. I don't know, not to obsess over this thing, but it's kind of weirding me out a little bit. Maybe that's the idea.
I didn't see him
Toporowski's a big hit
like
through the middle. That shot just over the top by Cayman Diabo. It's going to be an over and back. Marcus Matala will just peel off and let the forwards go up and get it. Reitela is going to be the guy to start with possession.
And Rigel is so good in isolation at the low post spot. He's so good about just bullying his way into a spot that he likes. His diving goals, he's always pinpoint accurate. Not the guy you want to see down low if you're the opposing team.
Jarno Altonen can't get that pass because Jokela had it tipped away. It goes to Ansi Kaselny. They're down to a dozen seconds on the shot clock. Yimi Viren.
Nice little no-look pass there.
Big swing by the defender, yeah. That was Connor White, who didn't like the shot, pinged off his leg. And was given some latitude to exact a bit of revenge with those slashes. Here's Tilton and checking Simpson. The slide help there.
Good luck getting the ball from Simpson. He's got so much ball control when he's under pressure. He
will go through 3 or 4 guys.
And that's lowballing it.
Yeah. Well, you can only go through 5 unless they have an extra attacker out.
Plus the goalie.
Yeah. Saved by Malo on the breakout by Kimi Aho. But Simpson, that is kind of his greatest strength and weakness, I think, is that he'll go to the net. He can go through 3, 4 guys and make things happen and score some spectacular goals. But because he can, he might try and do it a little too much. Toporowski scores! Toporowski has been quiet, but he starts loudly here and then gives the John Cena, you can't see me, which is kind of true here.
Yeah,
you can't see him.
Always been known to have some Aleš Hřebeský tournament magic. Steven Toporowski opening the scoring for this game and for Glasgow on their quest for the podium once again, trying to make it 3 years running.
Look how he leads with that right shoulder, pulls the right shoulder around and really look like he's coming far pipe and goes back, just kind of pushes it across with the bottom, with the top hand to get to the near side. Love that play.
It didn't really seem like the goalie bid on that either, but it was just a much better play shot than anything.
Robert York couldn't pick it up. Chris Sokolovsky can, and he makes the outlet pass, gets it to Stefan Koch.
His nickname is Cookie. It's a little easier to say than his last name.
I know. I like when he just doesn't handle the ball too much.
Don't tell him that. He was pretty lethal for Zbraslav in the first Frank Mentioner Cup that we had. Topper.
Another chance. He almost gets it. He looks to the heavens. Thought he had another one. He and Kimi Aho getting into it. Or sorry, that was Joachim Hlavati. The big number 81 filling in for their usual big number 81, who is Joachim Miller, not available as he's busy with his studies.
It's a pretty huge loss for the Turku Titans.
Oh, he's such an impact player. Big transition guy, plays tough defense. Will run the ball up the floor. Pretty good skill player. Spent some time with the Philadelphia Wings in the National Lacrosse League. And Tracy Pulaski was coaching there. Pulaski, the head coach of the Finnish national team, made that connection. Ball comes back to Marshall Gibson. He fires one. It's off of Jokela. Didn't get out of play. Matala loses it. Koskinen will be the first guy there. Rasmus Tenho moves it on to Altonen. Jokela has a couple of cutters. They're both picked up by the Clydesiders. Here's Reitela coming around the pick, the roll. He's got his man. Goal! Beautiful two-man game. Reitela to Kiselmi. Kiselmi buries.
And that's exactly what Reitela does. He's so lethal in those pick and rolls. They have to respect whatever he's going to do. And unfortunately, that's a great pick, and they don't communicate it whatsoever. Opens up that nice roll.
And according to their stat sheet, that's the first assist in the tournament for Robert Reitela.
Okay.
He has 7 goals listed.
What a good time to have the first assist, right?
Yeah. This is going to be a little hit or miss in terms of catching all of them. Turku gets it back. Nice job by Marcus Matthews to just drop that one in behind. Jokela with the rip, it's wide. Rolls out to Kiselmi, the recent goal scorer. Here's Jarno Altonen. Behind the back, another pick and roll. That one's stopped by Pat Malot. Mattel in a very dangerous position. Malot throws up the shoulder. Here's Brian Whitmer.
What a clutch save there.
4:18 to go. Again, 2 15-minute running time halves. 2 minutes stop time at the end of the second. That pass to Gibson bounces free. Moffitt is back to take away transition, but Tenho looking for Reitela off the bench. You got to give him that ball. I'm not sure I love that decision.
The audible sigh of disapproval. You hate to hear that if you watch your own games back when Stamper sighs. You know you're in trouble. I agree. I just didn't let it out.
He just couldn't keep it in.
I don't blame you.
Your team's leading scorer, most dangerous player, coming untouched down the middle on his correct side. And instead, we go the other end, and it is blasted in by Tommy Costanza.
You hate to imagine that's essentially a 2-goal swing, but you know, you play a game of ifs and buts, you're never happy. So
I really like your chances at the other end with Reitela shooting. That is a bomb by Costanza.
You have to imagine that that's what they're expecting as well, and sometimes getting the goalie into expectations is how you get past him as well. So I don't necessarily hate that shot, but I do agree Reitela typically is the more lethal goal scorer there. And if he's got the hot hand.
Not going to lie. Here's Leighton Gibson.
And you can. I'm trying to be neutral, that's all.
I try to be as fair as I can. I just think there are times when it's okay to be obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Obviously, that is a great shot by Cayman Diabo. Drops to about 3/4 and finds that tiny space past the foot of Jokela inside the pipe.
That is just brutal. What we were thinking was going to be an easy goal for Turku has now led to back-to-back goals for the Clyde. And the Clyde love to play with so much swagger. Turku plays a nice, solid game, and of course they get into their own little confidence. But the Glasgow,
coming, sending the pick.
Those boys play with swagger, and when they're rolling, they're tough to beat.
Moffitt over to Tommy Costanza. There's Toporowski. Great job getting up on him by Tuomas Tilkinen. Now the double team with Vlati also coming in.
That seemed like one of those Topper moments where he's triple covered. I thought he was going to shoot it behind the back or a shovel shot through all the pressure. And of course, every time he shoots one of those, you swear it's going in.
I was actually picturing the old shovel pass over the shoulder to a teammate. There's a shot by Viren.
What a
Renkler
save.
Reaches in. Great save and great job pouncing on the rebound by Pat Malone.
If I'm Turku, you got to get an offensive possession here. You got to get a full 30. You got to get the ball working. You got to get everyone their touches. You can't let any of these shooters get cold, and you can't let Glasgow keep getting all this possession time.
Backdoor quick stick. Leighton Gibson taps home the Diabo pass, and the Clydesiders are starting to pull away a bit here.
And you wonder why I just said that, right? You can't let Glasgow keep rolling. You have got to take away some of their confidence, some of their momentum. Even wasting a full 30 and not getting a goal is better than that.
It's a nice play.
Whitmer looking for Cookie, misses him. This one kind of bobbled. Oh no.
Kaselny gets it. They've got lots of time.
He lost it.
It gets away. 10-second count though, so the Titans will have it, and they've got a full 30. They could bring Jokela to the bench if they want.
I think they should.
I would concur, but sometimes if you just don't want to have to worry about when you shoot. So let's see if they wait for the last shot, then I think it's a bad call not to bring him. But if they go, I don't hate having multiple chances. Here's Raitala to Jokela, shoots, comes back out to Raitala, and they will get a second shot. Hard pass across to Altonen. To Raitala, it just misses. It'll roll down the floor. Good ball movement.
There was so much extracurricular in the center there.
Yeah,
before that
went
shot
after
was
Whitmer.
taken.
Whitmer flattens him.
Topper was getting absolutely pulverized during the initial portion of that possession. It's no
Jarno
surprise.
Altonen is trying to calm down his teammate. You see right there's Whitmer getting the stick up. Raitala shoves him back. See what the calls are as we go to the halftime break with Glasgow leading 4-1. I'm Stephen Stamp with Garrett Gosshorn, and this is bronze medal action. The captains will go and see what is announced. It looks like just a minute going up.
It's not on Whitmer.
It's not on Whitmer. It's on Chris Sokolowski, who came in afterwards. I didn't see a lot of involvement. So 4-1 Glasgow. Power play for Turku. Raitala does get under people's skin. Good dude, annoying as heck to play against. No question.
Which amazing players aren't.
Yeah.
And he's been amazing for a long time.
This is a pretty important power play. As you see the highlights from the first half, including that lovely shot from Toporowski.
I'm just thinking Turku's just got to get more offensive possession. It's really the tail of the tape is it's more heavily influenced by Glasgow's possession. They are just moving the ball a bit better. They were possessing very well at the beginning of the game, and then all of a sudden things start to get a little more hectic. You know, as the game goes on, transition happens, and Glasgow has tended to win that, and then it has tended to stay on their side of the floor. So Turku's got to just wait, be a little more patient, have some better off-ball pick-and-roll actions. Even their on-ball pick-and-roll was working, especially with Raitala and having to respect him as a shooter. But they've just got to get a little bit more possession and start to see a little bit more quality shots. It's obviously not falling easily on, I forget the name of their goalie for Glasgow, but
Pat Mallow?
Mallow, yeah. Shots aren't falling easily on Mallow, so they've got to work for it.
So power play for Turku. Big, important face-off here. Brian Whitmer will take it for Glasgow, and Ansi Kaselny will win it for Turku. Whitmer all over. Kaselny goes to the net, shoots, save off the arm of Mallow. That's getting up into the stands, just over the boards. Pretty good crowd here already. It's quite full. Not a lot of space, not a lot of empty seats. And that's before the Custodians are playing.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be jammed.
It's going to be a madhouse in here, no doubt.
The home club gets in here. Down at the end, even at the end, seating is fairly full. Hard rip by Raitala. Gets up and out of play. Raitala takes it back. Goes to Ropa Jokela. Behind the back. Altonen scores! Got Mallow dipping just a bit, but stayed high to high. And an important goal for Turku.
Is that 2 for 2 on the power?
Yeah, it was the first one on the power play as well.
I believe so.
Selmy goal. You can take a peek. It doesn't say.
No,
there was no penalty back then.
Oh yeah, it was just off a nice pick and roll.
Yeah, just pick and roll.
Quick restart.
Sokolowski starts with it. Started to race down, we'll give it off, hands it to Adam Vidvoda. Leighton Gibson. Skip pass over the top of the formation to Vidvoda. They got 10 to shoot. Gibson, quick stick. Little underhand shot as there's a little pass, but it's stopped by Riku Jokela. Gets it ahead. Bobbled a little bit there. Eventually, Akseli Rantanen comes away with it. Some pressure, though, and he's in trouble. It's a turnover. Good work there. That's Eric Whitmer.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry, Marshall Gibson. Long.
Oh, you got to sell out for that. It's the bronze medal game. You got to dive for that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, luckily for him. Ends up with the ball anyways.
Here's Rantanen. Might be a little relieved there's no pressure this time as he had some trouble with the last possession. Here's Rankla. Ducks underneath. Nice job by Chris Foran on D. Great footwork by Foran, especially with the slick conditions. Here's Jimmy Viren taking the pass through the middle. Touch and right home by Ropa Jokela. Very similar in style to the Kiselmi goal earlier. Beautiful inside play.
I don't know about that. That one had so much less space to operate with.
It's true. You have to be
threading
quick
the
with
needle.
The hands.
Yeah, threading the needle on that pass. That is an absolute beauty. Fully covered there by Zach Milne. It doesn't matter when you got the nice hands for it. Perfect shot, catch, and release within just a fraction of a second, bringing them back within one.
Has it. The Finns back within a goal and with possession here. Altonen trying to see who to go to. It will be Robert Reichler. Interesting to see the evolution of Ropa Jokela's game. Selmy goes inside because Jokela's been known for coming across the top, shooting on the run, the outside shooting, and then the table setting. He tries to make that pass, but
everyone's slipping.
He's really been going inside lately. That 30 is going to expire on the Titans. Jimmy Viren will pick up a stick, and Stephen Toporowski will pick up the ball.
Topper's got a wicked case of second bar syndrome with that mask on, though.
Here's a shot from Moffat, stopped. Severi Kostunen, nice little outlet pass. Here comes Jonas Martin.
It's a good little one more check there from Vejvoda.
Ropa Jokela was down by the crease. They thought about making the pass. Probably good they didn't because Robert York was oncoming by the time the ball got there. That was a long pass. Might not have had time to make it.
Hidden ball trick.
Goes to his knees, which makes him about the same size as Jimmy Viren.
Hidden ball trick had fooled the cameraman. I was watching on their little mini monitors. They thought Raitala had it, and it was with Altonen.
He has it now, over to Jokela. 20 left on the shot clock. There's Raitala. Rips it. Oh, went around the defender, pulled it back near side. Pat Mallow had to be sharp. Turku, good job getting their defenders out to take away transition. And Tuomas Tilkinen picks up Vejvoda off the bench. Nice job, Titans. 10.5 to go. Underhand shot by Simpson. Looked like it gave a little trouble to Riku Jokela. The wind is blowing some flower petals all over the floor now.
How poetic. Radotín gives.
Here's Kasalmi. Little pick from Reichler. Didn't amount to much. So Altonen. Oh, into Jimmy Viren. It tipped through and Mallow had to grab it, but it didn't turn into a shot.
He's got to handle that.
Yeah.
That was a nice little flip pass. Floated it too.
Under 10 minutes to go in regulation time. Milne. That's Zach Milne, his brother JJ, also on the squad. We're in 27. Hard rip by Vejvoda, and Jokela was looking behind him. Toporowski with the loose ball. Fresh 30 for the Clyde. Gets himself spun to his normal orientation. And now cuts through the middle as Vejvoda has the ball. Penalty coming to Toporowski, I think.
Well, they would have blown it dead and not let that shot
go.
Oh,
it's to Turku. I thought it was as he went through on the pick, but yeah, I thought because it was being shot, thought they were waiting to see it recovered, but it'll be on Turku. The extra attacker is out.
Peter G taking that shot.
Toporowski, another rebound. Over to Cayman Diabo. Lots of time in the shot clock. That pass is knocked down, but Cam Simpson gets it. He goes behind the net. Toporowski, dunk attempt, misses, but they get it back. Peter G picking up the ball. There's Toporowski. Is he going to try again? He is, the other way. That one's outside of the line, outside of the net, and play will be blown down. There's going to be an illegal cross check.
Would have loved to see where that cross check was called.
The hand went up as Toporowski was cutting through the middle. I just didn't see. There was a collision, but I didn't see it. Either way, the Titans are going to have to kill a minute while the Clydesiders have a chance to try and extend their lead. They're up 4-3. Moffat across to Diabo. He's surveying, doesn't like it, so he goes to Simpson. Strong left with Moffat at the top. Jamie Diabo, just second of the game, and another absolute bomb from downtown. Very similar to the first shot, different spot, but the stroke was almost identical.
Yeah, he's got an incredible rip, and he's not afraid to let it be known to this other team. They're not going to press out to him. Turku's going to pay for it. Seemed like Turku was kind of just hung up waiting for something with Topper or with Simpson to start happening, but
it was actually the exact same spot. just inside that far post. Kaselmi to Altonen, who will lob it across to Reitala coming off the bench. We've just got all 5 attackers out there. Reitala, he'll rip one, that's off the pad of below. Gets up into the mesh a bit, so it'll be a fresh 30 and possession for the Titans.
So good about shooting around his defender.
Oh, he's a skilled shooter.
Oh, the pick and roll was open there.
And Kaselmi and Reitala almost collide. They go to Altonen. There's the feed. Oh, Reitala has it hit his shoulder. He looks at the stick to see what's wrong with it. It was in the wrong position, unfortunately.
Maybe thinking about shooting it before he caught it.
Could have been.
Getting a bit too excited when you're running through the crease and you know with Glasgow the punishment's coming.
When that happens to us, I didn't think it happened to Robert Reitala. He's such a cool customer when he's in there in the shooting position. Jarno Altonen is up the floor, and Kobe Lahash is racing back to cover him. Now Altonen's about a foot taller than Lahash. Interesting to see if he just goes in and tries to get a high pass. Here's Reitala. Watched there by J.J. Milne. Goes to the net, the shot. It will be a reset. Yuri Viren picks it up.
Reitala on that low ISO. Diving goal.
Yeah, Rope Jokela along the boards. He gets it. Goes over to Altonen. Reitala tries to duck underneath. Milne with him. Same thing. Spins. Just misses that time. It's a crease violation. It'll be Clydesider ball.
2 times in a row, essentially the same move. Something I was talking about earlier is that low isolation. Ends up diving for it, typically gets it.
Eric Whitmer tries to make the outlet pass, can't connect with Chris Foran, so it'll be Foran's opposite number 11, Henrik Harala, who picks up that ball. It's a veteran group for the Titans. They've been playing together for years. You can see how comfortable they are. Let's see if they can find something to get a goal. Altonen's shot stopped by Malone. Illegal pick on the Clydesiders, and a fresh 30 in possession for Turku. 5 minutes to play. It's a 5-3 game in this bronze medal game at 2023 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial in the slice of heaven that is Radotín. I'm Steven Stamp with Garrett Gossamer. Thanks for being with us. Can Turku come back?
Crunch time here, bronze medal game. When the lights are bright, who's going to shine?
Robert Reitala, watched by Foran. They seem to like that matchup of Foran taking on Reitala. They play that physical game. It's off below and up out of play. Fresh 30. We're down to 4.5 minutes. Again, stop time for the final 2 minutes. Kaselmi goes off to the bench. They'll bring up Alti Hutiainen. Hutiainen with it. Jarno Altonen just kind of jousting out front. Shot by Reitala, comes right back to him, but it just gets past. It's going to be scooped up here. Eric Whitmer will take his time. Cayman Diablos just says, whoa, easy, easy, slow it down.
He was open for a while, though.
He was, but he didn't. He wanted them to just take the time. He recognizes, let it keep going.
Yeah, that and Turku just had a really nice long offensive possession. Very smart heads-up play by him.
Marshall Gibson. Thomas Moffat on the roll, but was covered fairly well.
Wow.
Oh, on the far side, Diabo with the hat trick.
The Hattie. Speaking of shining when the lights are bright, Diabo with the bronze medal game hat trick, half of his team's goals.
Do you want me to toss your hat out there for you?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
You're lucky you're not wearing one, or else, you know, the implication, you'd have to toss it.
I know. Whitmer lining up against Marcus Matala. Matala, the good clamp, but Toporowski, the first guy to get there. Clydesiders get it. They lead 6-3.
Oh, dangerous pass.
Just over Kimiaho. Here's Brian Whitmer to Sokolovsky. Doesn't spend a lot of time in the offensive zone, and now he's going to head for a change. Sending a pretty hard pick on Henrik Harala on his way there. 12 to shoot.
Round of applause in the crowd as the Custodes, the home team, take their spot behind the Turku bench.
Ball is loose. Toporowski going after it. He'll just flick it up and into the crowd.
Souvenir for a Radotín kid.
They love Stephen Toporowski, so he thought he'd just give him a little favor.
Spread the love.
Here's Rankler, 2:20 to go. A 3-goal lead for the Clydesiders. Turku hoping to match last year's bronze medal, but the Viren shot is stopped. Jokela thought he was going to go behind the back. Had a little bit of space. Now he's picked up the slip by the defender. Backdoor cut. Rankler stopped by Malo. Pat Malo having a strong game.
He's had Raitala's number the entire game as well.
Lahash scores! Looked far side. Used Connor White as a decoy. A little sidearm sweep shot. Slides it between the legs. And that should be about it. It's 7-3 with 1:53 to go.
Well, if it looks like a dagger, good chance it probably is. And I'm thinking that 4-goal lead is a bit insurmountable with under 2 to play. We have seen a couple good comebacks here in this tournament. This is not impossible, but it does start with this face-off right here and how fast Turku can get off the line and help him out. And it's not going to go their way.
Yeah, they're not winning the loose ball scrums after the draws. Kaselmi is pulling it out. Maybe not directing it how he could, but that pass ahead to Sokolovsky. It is stop time, but Sokolovsky's going to shoot and score.
Speaking of daggers.
And do a snow angel, or a turf angel. 133, and what a run for the Clydesiders. Remember, this was a close game.
It was.
It's now 8-3. It was 4-2. It was 4-3. 2 minutes and 22 seconds into the second half. And now Glasgow has scored 4 goals in a span of about 6 minutes.
Yeah, the box score does not really reflect how close this game was until the very end.
Henrik Harala, Thomas Tilkinen comes up. Riku Jokela sprints to the bench. Seems a bit late. Picked off by Chris Foran. He's going to run over center. Brian Whitmer sprinting ahead. Foran throws it well behind J.J. Milne. But Lahash is there to get it. Corkscrew strip attempt by Raitala.
He gets it.
They do get it loose. Jonas Martin backtracks over to Raitala.
Jokela running back.
Going again. That's the last game of the tournament. You got lots of time to recover. Might as well sprint. Here's Ansi Kaselmi. Steps back out. That's it. They're done. Robert Raitala just waves his hand and says, no, it's over. Jarno Olsen goes to the bench and says, Riku, go ahead out there and stand in your crease. They're just going to let the final 5 seconds count down. That one could get out for a souvenir. Nope, it just lands in the mesh. And the Clydesiders have to go over center, but they don't have to take a shot.
And effectively, the moment they do is the moment they claim that spot on the podium, obtaining that bronze medal. So,
3rd straight medal for the Clydesiders.
I know they're kind of kicking themselves. Last 3 tournaments, 1st, 2nd, now 3rd.
Yeah.
The decline, but podium is podium nonetheless. And going out with a win is also a huge way to go.
So much talent in the tournament. I think the best 2 teams are in the final.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, you look at these teams. You look at the 5th place game with yourself, the Alberta Warriors and Green Gales from Clarington. Such good teams. The 8th place game, Tel Aviv, and the London Knights, who came up from the silver group. And then even honestly, you go back beyond that and see the teams that have been, are down in the standings a bit. There are some good, solid clubs. I think the German Shepherds are a great example of a team. They wound up finishing. Where are they here?
I believe 11th.
They finished 10th. Lost the 9th place game to Nizhny Mesto, and they were about 30 seconds away from winning their gold group.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
You know,
they were.
and gave up a goal late to Tel Aviv. So that's how close the margins can be. We have, how long do we have? We have 10 minutes until the championship game between the Nova Scotia Privateers and LC Custodes. Come on back for it to LCC Radotín's YouTube page and check out ahmemorial.cz for all the stats, scores, information. I'm Stephen Samper with Garrett Gosshorn. We're going to take a quick break. We hope to see you again in 10 minutes for the championship.